Hey Leo, welcome to your December 2019 love reading. My name is Amanda Pearl, and today we're going to get into your love life for December. If you want to do a personal reading to dive deep into your own personal love life, the link is below and my email is below. It's just Amanda Fabella Healing at gmail.com. So let's get into it. The reading really starts when I start pulling the cards before the reading. I already have the cards, and I just pay attention to any messages that come in during the reading and during when I'm pulling the cards. So, right off the bat with your reading, Leos, I felt like so much boiling, bubbling up, like a lot of like tension, a lot of like just like not being sure. The feeling that I got from you, Leo, when I was pulling the cards, was that it's almost like you feel like lucky that you survive like every day. Like what I mean by that is that like every day that like something doesn't totally go wrong, you're like, thank God, what's coming for tomorrow? Like you are in this like really anxious pattern. That's the point. Oh, let me just point out, this is good. I forgot to say it. This is good for Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. If you're a Leo Moon, sure. But Moon is more internal. So the Moon is like your soul. It's just my shoe. The Moon is like your soul. And so what's likely going to manifest in your physical world would be probably your rising sign or your sun sign. So, Leo. Your current thought I'm getting from you guys is like, what's gotta give? Like, what's gonna break next? And you're like nervous. You're like really nervous. Like, I'm getting this feeling like your foundation is like totally shaken. This feels like very financial. This feels like very much so like having to do with responsibilities, deadlines, putting a lot of pressure on yourself, Leos. Um, like, the feeling I get from you guys is almost like I can't breathe. So much pressure. So that's where you guys are at right now. Let's see where we're going into December. I'm filming this on December 2nd. So for the first card that I pulled the Seven of Earth, which is a Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is the card of like the seeds are planted. What you went through, what you might still be going through, wasn't for nothing. It wasn't like you had all these months where you like were really struggling, and like despite struggling, you still could really tell that you were growing for nothing. It's just not for nothing. Like your guides are basically saying, and like this is not something that like this is like a comforting thing. It's not like something that could change your whole outlook on everything just like by me saying it. That would be cool if you did like sit back and realize that, but your guides are pretty much saying that you have nothing to worry about. Like, it's so interesting, Leo. Your guides are being very specific. They're saying that single Leos, you're kind of obsessing over being single. So when I say that, I mean like you're obsessing over not having a partner. And what I mean by that can be really subtle. Just like always thinking about it, like on the dating apps, like all freaking day, multiple dating apps, wondering like, why isn't this person? Why isn't this person? Being like, wait, I don't even like this person. I don't even know why I'm like trying to gain their affection. Then Leo's in a relationship. I feel like lately you've been like really critical of your partner. Like not really looking for a fight. You're not really looking for a fight. You're just being nitpicky. But that is because of the anxiety. Like that's because of the tension. Like my point of saying this is I'm saying you're not a bad person. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that you need to fix about yourself. You just need to let go of this feeling that something's missing. That's very interesting. That's what your guides are saying, that you're really looking at life that in a way that's like, once I have this money, then I can kind of relax. Once I have this amount of like debt gone, I can kind of chill. what this is causing is you to totally like do analysis paralysis, which is when you think so much about something that you end up not doing anything or you don't do it for so long. And the thing about it is that you are all those things now. Like, you're abundant now. You're going through this like great time of transformation, and it's just like weighing on you. I see this transformation having started around 2017, for some of you at least. And since 2017, you've had some of like the highest points and some of the lower than you could ever even imagine points in your life, and you're tired. Your soul feels tired, but at the same time, the fire within your soul is like the biggest it's ever been. You have gone through such a transformation that like you want to like jump into the next level, like jump into your next big thing. But you're tired from all of the stress of the last 2 years. And what your guides, like, the obvious question to your guides that I want to know, that I want to ask them is like, what do you do about that? What do you do? Do you push forward? Do you rest? Your guides are saying that they want you to just start listening to your body and trusting yourself. They'd like it for you to stop saying like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. That's creating a lot of things in your life. What it's creating is this. Your guides want me to preface this by saying that this is something that you're imagining this. So it's not like you have a block per se. You're like creating this perspective where you have this block. You're like about to become really successful, and in love, money, like everything you've wanted. And it's almost like your soul innately knows that. Like how I'm intuitive, you're also intuitive. You know what I mean? And you know you better than anybody. So like, trust yourself. Trust yourself when you want to rest. Trust yourself when you want to push forward. The nitpicking and the critical thinking is coming from you, and it's like spilling over into different areas of your life. And I'm feeling like this strong energy around you like really putting a lot of this nitpicky stuff on someone else. I'm getting your partner for most of you. Some of you, it's like someone at work you don't prefer. Like you're looking at life as if like a lot of your problems are because of this right now. And that's just like simply not true. A lot of your problems aren't because of this person. They're because of your perspective right now. Because Leo, you have a lot of good things in your life right now, FYI, and you knew there would be this period of adjustment. So, the other card I pulled, it's so funny because I pulled the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords, which is like, if you see all the unicorns are sleeping, and then it's like this one that's just like awake, like can't sleep at night. You're worrying so much, but it's like, what an interesting thing, because let's say you've been a worrier. You worry more than the average muggle person. You're like worried about like the things that you're worried about right now aren't so hard to get into perspective. Not saying that you don't have trauma, patterns, subconscious beliefs. It's just that you're like really contriving a lot of this drama in your life. That's what your guides want you to know. Like you're really like creating it within you. And it's affecting your romantic life a lot. Like, this is how it feels, Leo. Single Leos. And we'll get to partnered Leos in a moment. Single Leos. It feels like all year, or most of the year, since you've been single, you've been like, why not me? I'm like freaking like growing. I'm improving. I'm more successful than I was. Why don't I have a partner? What is going on? Now, I also want to preface this by saying that everybody has different beliefs about romantic life. Just because you don't have a partner doesn't mean you haven't talked to a bunch of people, doesn't mean a bunch of people haven't liked you a lot. So it's not really one of those situations where It's like you've been lonely by choice, Leo. Isn't that crazy? I sort of feel like this a little bit too, but I only have Leo and Jupiter. So not super like for me, but the thing about this is, Leo, is that the solution to this is like to let yourself be. Let yourself be. Let this other person be. Everything's going to work out. I still feel like that pressure feeling. Everything's going to work out. I feel also feeling like you've been feeling a lot like you're behind, like you're late, like you really feel this year like something's just like blocking you. But what's blocking you is this. It's very simple and like very complicated at the same time. It's that you feel like, one, you feel like there's all these things you need to do. Like there's all these like things you need to have and be before you can be rich or be in love. And two, it just really feels like you're pickier than ever in love. Your standards are higher. But you're judging people by, no, Leo, you're judging, your guides are saying to me, this is the phrase they're saying. They're saying you're judging people by weird standards. Like, have a list of values that you want, but allow someone to act as they want. You know what I mean? So don't be like, I want someone to respond with this exactly. No, that's like gonna barely happen. And I feel that's coming from like something you wish your ex did or your ex did that you liked. And you're like trying to find, it feels like you're just trying to find somebody that's like your ex, but not the bad parts. And that's just not going to happen because what's for you next is better. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's for you next is like the last person you dated. When you start dating this person you're going to be like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking, doing, enjoying, feeling, wanting, being, who, what? That's how you're going to feel. So, let's just start, Leos, by saying, like, I allow love into my life however it wants to come. I allow amazing romantic love into my life however the universe wants me to receive it, which would be best for my highest self. Because honestly, Leo, I don't even feel like you are going to meet someone new. I feel like this person's like kind of talks to you sometimes already and you could totally just flirt with them and like turn it into something. So that was very channeled. That was like 100% from your guides and angels. I love readings like that. I will be back for 2020 readings where we're just going to like go through 2020, pull a card for each month. It's going to be long. It's going to be fun. It's going to be on and poppin'. So if you want to dive deep into your love life, click the link below, schedule a reading with me. I love you, Leo. Like and subscribe.